All right. Okay. It says live up there. Oh, it's got a recorder. I think we're live.
We have people joining us.
I don't see nothing. Let me see. Now, is yours opened in YouTube or just the browser?
Just the browser.
Okay. I don't see anything. Where is it? Oh, there's one.
Is somebody coming in?
I see one eyeball.
You have it on live comments or private chat?
The live comments. It might be working. Give it a second. I'll give it a second.
Okay. We probably have about 50 people in here live and we can only see one. watching us shuffle and doing our usual tomfoolery before a video. There we go. I'm seeing more.
Okay, I see names now.
Myrna and Dane and Cheryl.
Okay. This might be working. Yay.
Yay. I'm live. Here we go. Got more people coming in. Live stream, Jen and Johnny live.
At the same time.
Live. Not an uploaded video, live together.
And I didn't have to fly across the country to go do it.
Yeah. So you can see all our laughing we do all the time on Skype, but we don't start recording until we're done with a lot of the laughing.
Some of it, because some we can't put out in the public.
Yeah. We can't help it. Hey, everybody.
Oh, Lord. Mm-mm.
So trying out new technology. Always good. You know, before we went live, I had the devil card and the thief card and the tower card fall out, and I had the White House on the bottom of the deck. I was like, okay. Spirit wants to talk.
Yeah, I got something to say now.
I just did a live stream, which y'all can watch later, but we're going to ask some different questions, except for one I want Johnny to look at.
Yes, people still coming in. Good, good.
It seems like a little bit of delay for me to see when people come in because I'm in the...
Like the guest part?
The guest part, yeah. So I'm not on YouTube seeing it.
I'm just glad this works.
Finally, something we can read live together. I am in costume, just with the ears. I am not wearing the tail.
Hi, Tallulah. Hi.
I don't want to be butt dialing anybody from a tail. So. Just the ears, so I can hear spirit better. Ian from Bonnie, Scotland. Ian's up late. Pardon me, guys, if I respond to comments very late. I have a delay in how I see the comments compared to Johnny. They're probably flying by on your screen, and on mine, they're like, boop, boop. They're just slowly inching up.
Well, there's only 28. I was trying to give it a minute. There's 28 people in here. What decks do we have in our hand? It's called the OK Tarot. It's pink.
I have...
Thank you, Luis.
I am using the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot. It's kind of like the Rider-Waite, but it has kind of old world coloring on it.
I'm going to do 3. I got the Mermaid Tarot too, and the regular Rider-Waite, or Brilliant Rider-Waite, or whatever it's called.
You know, I may have to if we read on Giuliani, I may have to get out my Deviant Moon tarot too for him.
Yeah, that's
Because he's a deviant. But that's another fun one, guys. Deviant Moon.
What's on the back of yours?
My Deviant Moon, it's looks like
I mean, on the back of your box. It seemed like it was different than mine.
Yeah, mine's got the Magician.
Oh, mine's Wheel of Fortune.
And on the front's got the moon.
Oh, that's different too. Oh, I got the borderless one. I guess that's why.
Yeah, mine's got a border.
Okay.
I like borderless cards.
It's all right.
Here, we'll do a commercial for Ganga while we wait here. I got her new CD, Inner Awakenings, her new meditation CD, Do Not Play While Driving. Absolutely beautiful, just Ganga and her flute. If you haven't ordered it, it's quite lovely. I haven't stopped playing it since I got it.
And you can go to PayPal and send her that, and then she'll put your information in. She'll send it right to you.
Yeah, make sure you give her your address. I forgot to give her my address. I had to go back in and give her my address.
Okay, so we're going to start with Madeline Westerhout.
Yes, Madeline Westerhout. I just did a reading on her. I want Johnny to do a reading on her. She was the young lady that was the director of Oval Office operations and the personal secretary to Trump. And she's the one that went drinking with some reporters and started talking bad about what Trump says about Tiffany and got fired. And I thought it just resonated with me. Is she anonymous? Is she the one that's publishing the book? So I want to see what you get.
Clear quartz, Renee. Hey, how are you doing on your jewelry, by the way, too, Renee? We're waiting on that. Madeline Westerhout, are you anonymous?
Because I had everybody asking me, is it Nikki Haley? Is it Kirsten Nielsen? Is it, what's her name? Used to be the press secretary, Sarah Huckabee Sanders. Is it?
And what I got I did a reading called Book of Conversations, and it said the person who is responsible for this book is a female, or at the very least carries a female energy, and they were responsible for the day-to-day activities of Donald Trump. And I didn't even connect the two people together, but first card is the Eight of Cups. So this is someone who has abandoned their post. Okay. Ace of Wands, person of action, is what crosses the abandoning the post. So something happened. So this was not a person who is still there. This is a person who is now gone, but there is a reason for the now gone. This is not just either they died or quit because they got a different job. There is some mystery around the real reason why this person is gone. So we're asking about her. So we're getting some lineups here. There is a anxiety with the Nine of Swords. Knight of Wands, person of action. Eight of Wands, chatterbox.
Mm-hmm.
Queen of Swords, that's in the fear. And King of Wands is in the environment. So there
is there anybody in the White House that's not afraid of the Queen of Swords? We're all going to jail. Or who has formerly been in the White House that doesn't fear the Queen of Swords.
They better be. That's her hopes, is the world. So we're talking completion. And is she? I get the star. So center of attention and the future. So
the star player.
Go out on a limb and say yes. That's who that is.
I got communication on the bottom. She's got a lot of abundance of information.
That was the card I got when I got the Empress.
Yeah, sword of truth. Once the truth out, it's going to mix it up here. And she went into action quickly.
Just on the bottom.
I think she's anonymous.
Yeah, I do too.
So shall we read on the mooch?
Scaramucci said he went to go see Michael Cohen in jail, but he did not. He said he did not talk about Donald Trump.
I just wanted to make sure that if you need a file or anything, I can bring it to you hidden in a cake, or I needed some legal advice.
Doughboy goes to see the Keebler elf, and they don't talk about desserts.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I need some free legal advice from the former lawyer.
What do you think about this World Series game, man? Okay, yeah.
Did you hear him booing Trump and then chanting "lock him up"? That was great.
Joe, what's his name? Not
Scaramucci.
Joe Scarborough.
Oh, Scarborough.
He said it was awful the way they did him like that at the baseball game. That Americans shouldn't behave that way. He is literally a traitor to his country. That was the nicest thing I think they could have said. Not to mention, they started this lock 'em up chant, and that's how irony works.
That's irony and karma. Kind of the same thing.
Scaramucci. Why did you go see Cohen? What y'all talk about? What's it like in the big side, or in the big house, just in case I wind up here, or discuss menu options? What did y'all talk about?
Who's your new boyfriend? And
did you get your swastika tattoo yet? Let's see. What y'all talk about? Since it was not about Trump, they had to talk about something. At the bottom is the Ace of Cups, so maybe it's someone new. 10 of Cups. There's a family. Harmony.
They're all going to be in jail together.
Now that family and the connection and about who they know is crossed by the Seven of Swords. So there seems to be some. Who do I need not to talk to? I think they didn't. Maybe okay. Say if they didn't talk about Trump. Let's say he's telling the truth. They talked about a way to get away with something, or somebody who is getting away with something. They talked about something.
Why would you ask Cohen? He didn't get away with anything.
This fucker's in jail. Almost had some live stream. The 10 of Wands. There's some heavy work and burden here. 3 of Cups. Okay. I'm gonna keep going. I'm come back to the 3 of Cups. And 4 of Cups, there is some information that is reluctantly passed back and forth between the two. The Lover's card right after that. So they share information on something. 8 of Wands, the fear is communication. So they talked about something that was, like I said, reluctant, but they did talk. 6 of Cups, it's about the past, naturally. 5 of Swords, they're trying to bust somebody. 6 of Swords is the transition. That's the outcome. So I don't think they talked about Trump necessarily. Maybe his name was not just pronounced, but it's something about his orbit, the people around him. And the 5 of Swords, they're trying to find information. He didn't go up there for a chat. He went up there for info. And he's trying to
make brownies. I got Nancy Pelosi here on the bottom. So I think Scaramucci may have been approached by investigators, about Trump in the past, and erratic behavior and things. I've got Scaramucci's embattled.
Yeah.
He's embattled, and his challenge is the money news that's coming out. So he's trying to put a completion to this, trying to go full circle with it. But we got an ending coming, and somebody's walking away, and that's right across from Trump. So I think he was talking to him about Trump's going down. He's going to be forced out. And he's afraid he's going to be drawn into it for cooperating.
Yeah, 2 of Cups.
With Trump.
Yeah.
He's afraid to get drawn in.
Now you want to do Roger Stone?
Yeah, Roger Stone. His trial starts in November. He's been very quiet. I can't even remember. Is he out of jail or in jail? It seemed like they put him back in jail. I can't remember.
I thought he was out on bail, but I can't remember either.
But he's gone very quiet. So,
but his trial is set for November.
November is going to be a very busy month for America. My America card fell out.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Instead of the Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade, we'll all be watching the parade of people going to jail.
Going in and out of the courthouse.
That'll be the best parade ever.
Hey, Tom, here comes the Donald Trump balloon. He's walking in out of court.
The baby Trump balloon. Everybody else following right behind.
Oh, Lord. Like a freak show Mardi Gras.
Somebody's just commenting. I see about if Trump wants to build a wall in Colorado, he's going to use the Sharpie again. Ian, that was Ian.
Oh, Lord, Sharpie Gate. I can't.
Oh, Roger Stone. Yeah, he's just waiting right now. He's just waiting on the bottom. Wow. Roger Stone, you dirty, dirty hands. He's trying to hang on. His challenge is there's going to be a big change. He's been victorious at the root of this and involved with the money. He's trying to wrap up into the cycle, but he's charging it. The Knight of Swords, like it can be someone charging in quickly. It can be justice system even, but I'm feeling like he's charging in erratically. He doesn't have a plan. He doesn't. I feel like he's charging in so quickly. He doesn't even have a plan. And he's trying to get a plan off the ground, but he doesn't have one. He worked together with people on dark money. He's got secrets that are coming out in this trial. This trial is going to be rather swift. Money laundering. He's going to try to gaslight a little bit about Trump, about Emperor Trump in the trial. But yeah, his fortune has changed. He's burdened in the trial.
I got new people or new something. There's a new start to something with the Ace of Cups, but there is a overflow of emotion. I think right now he sits a little strong because he's not, which I got the strength card, because he's not in court facing someone right now prosecuting the crap out of him. He's not really facing that right now, so he feels a little strong. I get the Four of Pentacles as well, so there is some trying to cling on, hold on for dear life. It gets out of control. The Eight of Wands, just like the Knight of Swords, it goes a little too fast. At the very least, they're hit with information they weren't ready for. And the Six of Cups. Now we have this sort of childish behavior that's going to come out of this, and it's all about the past, and everything is going to come back up. It's going to move too fast for him. And I don't think his team is ready for what they're about to experience for whatever reason. He's going to be in a world of hurt come November. And good.
This trial is going to go much quicker than he expected.
Maybe he'll get Trump tattooed on his chest this time.
Trump on his front and Nixon on his back.
I didn't believe when they said he got Nixon tattooed on his back, and then I seen it.
It's huge.
Oh,
So,
too much.
Don McGahn, are they ever going to get him to testify in the House? Or do they even need him now? Trump going to keep blocking him? Or I loved how the Democrats said the other day, every time someone doesn't show up the subpoena, it's just more obstruction of justice than the articles of impeachment.
Mm-hmm. And you would think, as much TV as they would watch, they hear one of them say that. And it's like, you do know this is not going to end well. But I think Trump knows that too, though. He probably eats more Alka-Seltzer than he does cheeseburgers.
When you have one mouse or one rat jump a ship, you would think the other would be like, oh, that didn't end well. Let me back up. that wasn't good. Okay. Nothing like a little rat analogy while I'm wearing my cat ear. Yeah.
That's because he didn't have any black friends. Black people will teach you. If one of us start running, the rest of you need to start running too. It doesn't matter what it is, just go. Don McGann. He's got something very damaging to say if they just keep blocking him like that. Then.
Yep. Ooh.
Everybody's afraid of the Queen of Swords.
He's coming for you too, Don McGann. Yes, you will testify.
Well, he holds too many truths about the Republicans, I think. Like, I get the 10 of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. These are my Republican cards, or the GOP. I think he holds a little too much information. That's why they always sort of keep him close to the vest and keep the emotions a little hidden. But there are messages for the government. So he may talk to someone or may have already spoken to someone, and we just don't know it. Trump himself said this, and this is probably the only true thing he ever said besides "my name is Donald Trump." He said that the White House is full of leakers. Yes, they are, because you don't give them any choice. They're trying to save their country from this madman. So he said something to somebody, or will say something to somebody, I think.
Yeah. I've got, he's working together with people. This isn't always about working together on dark money. He's working on something with somebody. He's waiting right now here in the past. He's got secrets and lies at the root of him, and treachery. Covering him as challenges. He needs a different perspective on things. He needs to see clearly that he needs to come forward and cooperate, crowning the reading. But he's the inside guy. He knows a lot. I do think the investigators are going to talk to him. There's a lot of strong evidence and a lot of secrets he knows. So, he's got to gaslight a little about Trump and money laundering. So I think he doesn't know, or he's not going to talk as much about the money. He's going to try to avoid talking about money.
I always thought he was going to lie anyway. When I did a reading on him a long time ago to see if he would tell the truth. And it's like one of those, not necessarily a lie, but he's not going to tell you all that you need to know.
Well, that may be
sessions. I don't recall. What do you mean then? Stalling tactics and all that.
That Page of Swords, he's an inside man, but the Page of Swords can be a liar too.
Mm-hmm. He's gonna lie.
Oh, I gotta switch decks. Let's look at Giuliani.
Oh, mercy.
Giuliani, he mentioned something really fast in a conversation when a reporter was talking to him about, they haven't even asked about Romania. And I was like, well, what about Romania? We've got Turkey, we've got the Ukraine, and then he mentions Romania.
Nobody was talking about Romania.
And he just tells on himself because he's like Trump. Those two have diarrhea of the mouth. They cannot stop telling on themselves. Well, what a blessing. Nobody's even asked me about Romania yet. So I want to know, what about Romania, Giuliani? What are you working on with them? I'm going to my Deviant Moon deck.
For people so-called connected with the mob, they sure don't know how to keep things hidden. They sell everything.
It's like carrying a gun that's too big and it's obvious. If you're carrying a violin case, and you got something
Trump said about James Comey. I said to myself that there was really no good time to fire him. But I said this Trump and Russia, and he had to use 2 R's in Russia. That it's really going to be like, stop telling on yourself to Westerhout on TV. Again, you're not. But
they think if they just put it out in the public domain that it makes it legal. It's like, no, it's still breaking the law. It's still against the Constitution. It's still
less than smart.
It's still, prison sentence worthy.
I don't understand. Well, there's something there. Moon on the bottom.
Yeah, and I got the working card, working hard at something.
He's got
Romania.
The first card. So there's a center of attention. It involves him. So this is much as established. Page of Swords. So
Page of Swords.
And 9 of Swords, because he just let go of too much information. So there's some anxiety about that. Temperance. There is working with someone.
I'm getting the same cards. I got the Moon, the Knight of Swords, the Page of Swords. It's funny.
He's got the 10 of Wands, so here's some burden. In his near future, there is the Queen of Swords. So there is someone you need to talk to. Someone's got some questions for you. He does fear the 2 of Cups. So there is a communication and cooperation you fear in your environment is the overseas with the 6 of Swords. And the 10 of Pentacles. So it involves money, of course, but it's like an entity type money. So lobbying work.
Big money.
And then the Chariot. This is your travel back and forth. And this is your sort of victory with these people. But it's big money for sure. You are the inside man and the center of attention. So it involves you and someone has some questions.
Yeah, I got first card I got was that 10 of Pentacles. I got the work card on the bottom and 10 of Pentacles. He's working on some big money with powerful people. His challenge is the Page of Swords. So
that was my challenge card too.
The below the reading, I've got the Lovers. He's in bed with them. They're definitely tit for tat. I've got the Moon in the past, so it's treacherous, whatever they're working on together. The Knight of Swords crowning the reading. They're rushing in and, this came out of his mouth too fast. He wasn't thinking. I've got the 5 of Wands. He's going to be embattled over Romania comments now soon. 2 of Wands. Yeah, it's interesting. The 2 of Wands in this deck, it's crossed like almost like they're being blocked, but it's about, making plans, or it's about communicating. It's about sharing information. He's going to be burdened big time from this. And Queen of Wands, someone investigating. So
now when I get my 2 of Wands, because naturally we keep getting the same cards, I got it's crossed with the King of Swords. So there's Gemini man, probably. What's his face? And then Justice and 6 of Cups. So something in the past, and it may turn. So maybe our decks are choosing the reading, and it's supposed to be cross, because I get Justice with this. So maybe his decisions and his actions, have tied him up.
And Page of Wands, there's going to be communications that come out about it. They're going to find he's going to butt dial somebody about it. He's going to talk more about it. There's going to be communications that are found out.
Are those onions?
Or garlic?
For whatever reason, it stood out to me. And maybe it's because those are 2 things that also stand out.
It looks more like onions.
They have very strong scents. So maybe this is like, with this 2 of Wands, maybe it will be obvious what he's doing, and he can't uncross this from himself. He can't get away from this. It will stand out to everyone around him. Interesting. We'll see. Romania.
All right, William Barr.
So what is the end game with William Barr? William Barr, I said, we may not like him, but he's not stupid. There has to be a bigger reason why someone in his position would put himself in such a horrible position of defending Donald Trump.
Remember when all of the readers first started reading on William Barr, we were getting that he might actually help or something, or it was a mask over him. And it's like, oh, and then the mask lifted and we saw who he really was. And it's like, all right, let's see. What's his ultimate strategy? What's his end game? What's he going for?
There has to be something. Unless he is really stupid and I'm just misjudging him again. But there's a reason. Okay.
I just keep hearing the word intimidation. Like he likes to intimidate.
What's your end game, sir? 6 of Wands on the bottom. It's about him. It's not about Trump.
And it's about his work. This is something he wants to do every day.
Fred Flintstone himself. Let's see. 3 of Pentacles. So we got money in him. 3 of Wands. Crosses it. There's some plans, but it's elsewhere, like overseas. He's waiting on something. There's in harmony. But this is not just illumination. I think he enjoys this. Like, I think maybe behind the scenes he can see his puzzle pieces coming together. There is the Ace of Cups. So there is someone else that he adheres to, maybe their doctrine or to their whoever this is, but it's not a Donald Trump. 8 of Swords. He's in, whoever is bringing this to him, he is in lockstep with, and it's not Donald Trump. 7 of Swords is his fear, so maybe he fears being backstabbed. It's going to happen, just to let you know. There it is.
Or somebody leaking out on him.
Yeah, not that I'm psychic or anything. I'm just letting you know, because then there's a 10 of Swords, so you have to read them as they come, and then the Knight of Swords is your outcome. So why is he doing this? What is his end game? It's for him. His personal enrichment. Give a damn about Donald Trump. It could be anybody.
Yeah, I've got a new beginning that he's trying to do here in America at the root of this. His challenge is to move his plan forward that he has for America. He's got a hidden agenda and involves how America's positioned in the world. He feels strongly about it. He wants to make America in a stronger position is what I'm getting, but he's got this whole hidden agenda that's it's about money. But near future, he's going to have anxiety. He's going to have the tower coming down on him. The past is going to come up again with him, retribution, and he's going to be put in defense mode, but he's got the tower coming now.
Yeah, there's a man and a woman he's working with too. But they're not here. They're overseas somewhere with the world card. There's a man and a woman.
He is working with other people. He's an emissary, but not necessarily for Trump. He's an emissary to a king, but it's not to Trump. He's got people, but I'm getting Nancy's going to investigate him and force him to return.
His only connection with Trump is keeping him out of jail because Trump fits the agenda of whoever is, because he's got the pen. So he can sign into law some stupid stuff, and they better hurry because he may be on his way out.
Yeah, I don't get that he wants to be president or that he wants to be on the Supreme Court. It's more about, the New World Order or whatever, that whole crap.
Fulfilling somebody's agenda.
Somebody else's agenda.
Which is still sad and stupid because I guess he is kind of stupid. You can't get away with that stuff forever. Somebody in the law should know that.
Yeah. But let's ask, is he a member of a secret society?
Because a person who is at the center of attention, like Donald Trump, does not, and you see that he does not attract the best of energy. You would think to stay as far away from him as you possibly could. Because yes, he ranked the small, now we see all the monsters.
He attracts too much attention.
Legal attention.
Yeah, but is Barr just secretly, is he working for a secret society or something? Is he secretly working on things behind the scenes because Trump's distracting from everything else?
My Ace of Pentacles flipped over.
Messenger on the bottom.
The sun.
That's your yes card, isn't it?
The moon, yes. And then I got the moon, which is the hidden card. And then the 10 of Pentacles. I'm pulling right off the top of the deck too, mind you. And then the 7 of Wands. This is defending and standing guard. Last card, 6 of Swords. This is the transition. This is the one who ferries something over to the other side. So the moon, the sun, 10 of Pentacles, out of frame, 7 of Wands, and 6 of Swords.
Yeah. And he's a messenger for somebody. He feels victorious, in spite of what's going on in the White House. That things are getting ready to change, but there's something he's trying to manifest before he has to leave. He's going to be blocked from it, though. He won't get to do it. Yeah, he's got a hidden agenda. That tells me secret society and secret money. He's got secret money. Interesting. So Mike Flynn, his sentencing is December 18th with his lovely lawyer from Fox News. Now that Giuliani now has been found out to not only have ties with the Ukraine, but Turkey, is Flynn going to get indicted on anything else? Has he been working with Giuliani? I think there's several things we need to look at there.
Seven of Swords. Trying to get away with something, trying to escape. 7 of Wands. Trying to defend. Naturally. 5 of Swords. There's dishonor and defeat, though. 2 of Cups. This lawyer is not good for him, though. And I said this in the past. Because she is too Fox News-ish, and that does not actually translate well into court. You may get, because she got his sentencing delayed, but you still got to go to court. 8 of Wands, communications, the Star, center of attention. Strength is in your fear, so there is a little bit of fear in your fear. 4 of Pentacles, holding on for dear life. He's afraid. The Hierophant. And, your outcome is the Justice card. So there is something there, and court will not be kind to you. The judge has already said that I guess it was up to him, he would have found you guilty of treason and thrown you in Lake Placid for by now. But
I'm getting accidentally, when I say accidentally, it's intentional in spirit. I pulled 2 cards for the first. He's embattled because of investigations that are going on. So he's going to get roped into something else. And something he was foolish to do. I don't feel like it's because of Trump. I feel like it's something he was foolish to do. His challenge has to do with the money, and this is my money laundering card. So I think there's still something that's going to come out over dark money here in the future. And people he's partnered with. I think his sentencing might get delayed a little bit though before he goes to jail. So that'll be interesting if they delay a little bit because of more information coming out. Yeah, they're going to tie him to another devil. Somebody else that doesn't have any honor, somebody that's dishonorable. They're going to tie him to another devil. Yep. And then there's going to be a new investigation. He's going to end up with more freaking court cases. He's going to be put away for a long time.
I pulled the devil. There's the devil. And with it, I pulled the 5 of Cups and the Moon. So there is a little disappointment, some sorrow, and it's not over. So yes, there will be some delay because it's not clear. And I think that lawyer's only superpower is getting things delayed, but justice will find you. That's your outcome. You have no choice. I wonder how this judge feels right now, though. Now that they've had time to sort of calm down.
Look at them. I forgot his name.
Card keeps flying out.
The one that accused him basically of treason and going against that flag right there beside me. And I've forgotten his name. Anybody in the comments remember that judge's name? I've forgotten his name.
I forgot we were doing this live. How y'all doing out there?
We are live.
My screen isn't here. It's way over here. I'm like, oh, hey, how y'all doing?
I keep reading the comments every now and then.
I have to mind what I say then. Well, he's just ready to get this over with. There's the patience, but then there's the lawyers involved. So he's just kind of waiting to get that over with.
Judge thinks there's a strong case against him, and the judge is going to come down strong on him too. He's gonna continue to be strong. He's concerned about our security, our national security. When he finally does get the sentencing, I was just asking in my head, well, how's the sentencing going to go? It's going to put him away. It's going to be swift. It's going to be, eight of wands. It'll be over 8 years for all the work he's done. So he will come down strong on him. Yeah, he's a spy. He's a spy and a traitor. You would like to string him up.
Now, you said you had a feeling something was going on with Ivanka.
I can't get her off my head all of a sudden, out of my head. It's like, what's going on with Ivanka? General November reading, maybe. What's going on? Or what do we need to know about Ivanka? What does Spirit want to tell us about Ivanka?
Well, she's worried about Daddy.
She's worried about jail, too.
you know what, Pop? Right under the anxiety card. Right under it. Oh, that's yes. So I did them in a row. There's four in a row. I
Yeah.
did 3 rows. First, she's got anxiety and the 3 of cups. So there is somebody she knows, but it's probably all of them. This is a family thing. So these are probably all the kids because I get the 10 of cups with it. So the family is in a very bad way right now. Thoughts and prayers for the family. And then there is the 8 of swords after that. And now it's money. And too much attention is being brought on. She does fear probably his information coming out because the rest of the family could be implicated in it as well, because there's the 2 of cups. So there is no doubt in anybody's mind that the Trump family is probably guilty of all kinds of things, especially with that brilliant Eric saying, we don't need American money. We get it all from Russia. There is the devil, followed by justice, followed by the 4 of swords, followed by the 8 of pentacles. So where they got their money, there is this, okay, the 4 of swords is often about rest and recuperation, but this can be hiding because this person, he's not a bronze person to me. He's inside of something. This is like a tomb. I always get this. So he's kind of hidden away from the world so he can sort of wait this one out. But, justice accompanies the devil. So it's coming to you. She's worried about a lot of things.
Yeah, so I've got, she's shifting money around.
Mm-hmm.
So she may be either money laundering or she's shifting money around elsewhere in the world.
Maybe that's where she's hiding.
Elsewhere in the world because she knows she's about to be put in defense mode because things are changing and she's about to have some big regrets and sorrow. But things are changing in America and things are changing for Ivanka too. It's kind of surprising her. So it's kind of sad that she's that naive that it's surprising her that the mood of America has changed that much. But her past is coming up and everybody's getting quite emotional now. People are asking questions about all the secrets. Why are you hiding everything? No transparency. How'd you get that dark money from Russia and Putin? And yeah, she's just trying to hang on. She may be packing her bag, thinking about packing her bags and moving somewhere overseas. Somebody she's bonded with. There's just something weird going on with her right now. I just keep thinking about her.
It's I think maybe an investigation will be opened because if let's say we're right and Trump's finances hit the fan November, she's in there somewhere.
Yeah.
There's page 10, article 7, paragraph 2, her name will be listed somewhere.
Yeah.
Because I pulled this just now and there are secrets and money and greed. So I think that's probably what she's worried about. Oh, devil on the bottom. But that's probably what she's worried about. The secrets, money, and greed.
Wow.
Good for her.
She's got stuff probably shifted in her name. Trump probably put everything in the kids' names, so they'll go down.
Light bill, phone
Really
bill.
convinced he would throw his kids under the bus.
It reminds me of that, who was it? Richard McDonald, something McDonald from Virginia, where he got arrested for corruption and taking bribes. He said he didn't take the golf clubs and the Mercedes and the new watch that he was sitting in on photograph. He said his wife, it was for his wife. Then why are you wearing her watch? Her man's watch on top of that. Because he couldn't take it because this was a pharmaceutical guy who was sort of giving him gifts to sort of lean his way. Yeah, that's what they do. This is all Ivanka. That's her golf course. And
So will the Trump family be able to hang on to their properties in the U.S.? Yeah, they can't really do much about properties elsewhere in the world, but will they be able to hang on to them, or are they going to lose them? Mar-a-Lago, Trump Towers, the El Dorado or whatever that resort is.
I people say that I'm very nice, I'm very sweet, but I don't ever claim to be a saint, and so you shouldn't wish bad things on people. But if the hurricane didn't want his properties, I don't think anybody else does either. Like you couldn't get Hurricane Sandy to go get it. You couldn't get Hurricane Maria to go get it. Hurricane Michael didn't go get it. Like the storms don't even want Mar-a-Lago.
But
not that I'm wishing bad on his property.
They could auction him off and make some money back from all the money he's frauded America from.
Monopoly money, but not real money.
Yeah.
Well, there's the devil.
And done. Scene. Scene and done. Oh, he's going to get me coughing. Hey, God. Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!
There's his best friend, and he's called my money.
It's his alter ego.
Mind you, this is not a lot of money. It's just like one lump sum, but it's not something that you're going to own. There's fighting, so there's some disagreement. The hermit, so maybe some isolation. There might be a couple that sell, has to go to the higher ground. He can't sell them. Somebody else is going to have to do it on his behalf, and they may have to undergo some things. Like, okay, for instance, Keith Olbermann lived in Trump Tower in New York. They all petitioned, him and like 12 other people petitioned to get Trump's name removed from their building because they were having trouble selling their apartments. Because they wanted to move out because this is right after he got elected and they couldn't move out because, wasn't nobody buying it. So they're like, okay, we need, because he didn't own the building, he just leased his name to it. And he said, we need to get the name off so we can sell this to somebody who is wanting to live here. And this is kind of what I feel with this is he's going to have to either remove his name or somebody else is going to have to take over and sell it. It could happen quickly, but that's their fear. The Ace of Swords. In the environment, this will be transparent. Like we'll see whether or not they can hang on to it because the government may come to get you. Especially if you owe something to the government, they love to take your stuff. There's a new action that follows and then a gigantic change. So will you be able to keep it? Keep it is a strong word. It will be gone, but it won't be beneficial to him, I don't think.
Yeah. Wait, I got one of my moving cards. So pack his bags, he's moving. The whole family's moving. I got Nancy here. So I feel like, her investigations, what's going around, from all the work that they've been doing and the victory, they're looking at all the heartache and betrayal that he's caused the country over the money. You're right. It's not as much money as everybody thinks, but the properties, they're seeking answers and they're waiting on something to come back to us. So they're waiting on the money from the sale of the properties to come back to us is what I'm getting. Because there's not they're impoverished. There's nothing but the value of the properties.
Mm-hmm. His name is worth nothing.
They'll get the law, sword of truth. They'll get the law involved to sell the properties. Mm-hmm. Whoever buys them better have a big bag of sage.
Very. Somebody, Selfish Wing Mr. Sanjita, sent a not a Snapchat. What is it called? Super chat. Thank you very much. I don't see it the regular way because we're not actually on YouTube. We're on StreamYard thing. So it doesn't show the way it used to. So I missed that. Sorry.
Looks like Selfish Wing also sent you something.
Mm-hmm. It was two people. Just that. That was all on my list. Didn't you have more on yours?
No. Trump asked China to help investigate Hunter Biden. Is China cooperating with him? I just heard no. It's like almost like hell no. China's not going to cooperate with anybody. They're too power hungry themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. Like, let's start a trade war. Let's screw up the economy for American farmers and stuff here in America, and also screw up the economy in China. You want us to investigate Hunter Biden? Yeah, not happening.
What is that? Cups.
Money news. Yeah.
King of Cups on the bottom. Well, you get Two of Swords, so they do have an opportunity, and there is, at the very least, a thinking it over stage. But it's a little too much work. It's a little too much hassle. It's a little too much. I don't want to get involved with you.
Mm-hmm.
In the middle, it's all about something they feel. I got the Queen of Cups, so it's something. It's like a bad gut instinct type of thing. But there's the working together, but it's followed by the Tower. So hell no comes back again.
Yeah, I've got things are changing. The challenges for security, and I'm getting that this is Trump, that he did that for his own security, for election security or whatever, because he's turned it into an emotional wreck, and he knows he's going to be leaving. So he has been talking a lot, talk. But yeah, he's going to get stuck before anything can happen with China because of all the money laundering that's coming out. He's stabbed in the back, he's being betrayed, and he's in defense mode. So I don't think he's going to have time to get anything out of China, because guess what? There she is. She's coming for him. He won't have time to get any help from China. Wow. Didn't even show me what China was thinking. It just showed me Trump. So what about
this is live.
Yeah, Mueller.
He's been coming back in everybody's readings now. It's King of Swords, King of Wands, or King of Swords for everybody. He's been coming up in everybody's readings.
Well, tomorrow they're supposed to give the House the unredacted Mueller report, the complete and all the backing documents. So what do you get on that? Because I read on that in my live stream, and then I've got another question about Mueller.
Let's see. Well, there's the government, devil in the details, and the star. Looks like they are. Most positive card in the tarot, just about. So, yeah, they're going to get it.
So, will Mueller eventually be brought back in to finish? Because he was cut short in his investigation. I feel like he wanted to go to like August or whatever. He knew Barr was going to kick him out. Will they eventually bring Mueller back and finish put everything together to understand all the web?
It was so interesting how short his investigation was and how much work he got done.
Yeah. In a 2-year investigation. So, will they bring Mueller back and reopen investigations? And
he caught just about every damn body. Those two guys who were with Giuliani got arrested because of Robert Mueller. His unsealed indictment had their names in it. he catches everybody.
Yeah, I think there's already a plan to try to bring Mueller back. New beginnings, and kind of clinging to Mueller because he knows so much about what went on. There's a sense of nostalgia with him, but I think he might turn him down on the offer to come back.
There he is.
Or he's not going to find it easy to accept the offer to come back. But I don't know. I've got new beginnings too, though, so he might come back. He's a star.
They're going to want him to, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
This card that everybody else seems to get pops up now. They are crossed by the one who is sort of retreated. This would be they're probably at a stage where they need more answers, and so they're sort of paused right now. At the base is the cups, the page of cups. At the crown is my Mueller card. Judgment around the man with money in the environment is also the King of Swords, both of my Trump cards. There is some reluctancy. He doesn't really want to do this. Something to do with Republicans, though. And this is probably why they want him. Maybe some more information comes out that nobody knew before.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the cause of a new investigation or a new line of questioning. So I think that he is going to have something new around him simply because they found something out they didn't know before.
Yeah, something surprising and a new beginning. I just shuffled and pulled again. It stirs up a fight over something. It won't happen until after Trump has left the White House, though.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be after he's left the White House is what I'm getting.
Yeah, because they're stuck. But there is something that they need to know based upon Trump's best friend. So there's something. He holds the clarification. Like they have the answer at hand because this will be unredacted.
Mm-hmm.
But they need clarification. They need like those behind the scenes details of how did you arrive at this? Can you give us, basically they got the roots, they want to see the rest of the tree.
Yeah, who tipped you off and all that.
Lord.
So Mike Pence, he was on the Ukraine phone call or got the notes on it. How's Mike Pence's November going to go?
Okay. So
you got a special deck for Pence?
It's one or two. Either I'd be really messy or I'd just be a little messy. Where are you? Don't hide from me now.
We may have to read on Mitch McConnell too with that Gothic deck.
Either the Witch's Tarot or the Gay Tarot. I'm going to do one of the two. I can't do like Gonga and read with both, so I'm going to I'll be nice and use the Witch's Tarot. I'll be nicer and use the Witch's Tarot. Now, what was the question?
How is November going to go? Yeah, he was on he's aware of the Ukrainian phone call, although he keeps denying why. He was asked 4 times by a news reporter about the Ukraine, were they withholding money for this? And 4 times he answered something else. He never answered the question. It's like, okay, denial is guilt.
Yes.
This world, it's just guilt.
I always say, are you a pineapple? If you can say no, then that means you know how to say no to a question where the answer is no.
Yeah.
The trickiest thing in the world to do is to try to say no and to try to say yes when you are lying. Because you're not going to say yes, but you don't have to. You can't say no because that's perjury.
So Mike Pence's November, he might be leaving too. Unfinished work.
That's all right. He'll do all right in jail. They don't go to real jail anyway. They go to Martha Stewart jail.
I always get these cards on Pence.
Seven of Swords, something sneaky going on.
He's involved in, big family business, the big money making things for the Republicans, and his challenge is his fortune's changing. My money laundering card at the root of this. So I think when all this money information comes out, sort of truth, it's just going to change everything. He's looking at in prison. I think he's looking at prison time, jail time, because he's like retreating and stuck and isolated. He's been an emissary for money.
That's my first card.
And there she is. It's not just the House. It's like Lady Justice is coming down on him. I think he's at prison time.
The Knight of Pentacles. That's my first card. So he's bringing something to someone. This is now the Page of Cups can be about creativity. It can be about sometimes like psychic, because this is a water card. So that's more of an emotional thing, something a little deeper. It can be about a surprise. Mm-hmm. This to me says it's familiar for whatever reason. That's the word I get. So, and you'll see why. I get the Two of Cups. So this is someone he knows in a more maybe intimate way, not sexual, just they have the same like mind. Nine of Cups, whatever it is in the Temperance, he gets something from them. So he brings to them one thing and he gets another. I'm not saying it's money. I don't know exactly what it is, but he gets something from them.
Quid pro quo.
Yes. That's what I use for this card. So, and it has something to do with the government. Whatever his allegiance is with the High Priest. High Priest in this deck is the Hierophant. And his fear is news about that quid pro quo. So this is something sneaky he's doing with the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles, pages and people bring news. So here's your messages right there about something tangible that he is getting from somebody.
It's coming quick.
But there is, now this could be true, but I do get like there's a little victory here. Like a personal victory. Queen of, there's more tangible something. So he has a little victory next month. Like he can take a little lap around the Oval Office. He got something from somebody because it's right next to my Temperance card. Brand new is what he hopes for. He hopes to forge something new come November. And the Lovers is in his outcome. So whoever he's working with, it ain't Donald Trump. Which
he's got a new agreement,
which should be concerning to somebody like Trump, because now, mind you, at the bottom was Seven of Swords, so he's trying to do something that don't nobody else know about. There is the future, there is communications, Queen of Cups, so somebody close to him, and then the Tower. So, taking what you're offered. There's a Three of Cups. He's working with somebody that's not on their team, but he has no choice. In order for him to move to a higher ground, he has to do what somebody else said.
Yeah, I just tried pulling more cards, and it's like, being tied up or imprisoned in the Tower. I just new beginnings for him, but not good ones. Wow.
Never trust a man who calls his wife mother.
Pull out that Gothic tarot deck if you have it handy and do a reading on Mitch McConnell. My favorite deck of yours. I keep wanting to get it and I haven't found it yet locally, so I'm gonna have to order it online. I love that deck.
I'm lost all my light now. It's just 5 o'clock, mind you. Where you be? Oh, there you are. Oh, Mitch McConnell. I wonder, is he still on track to? Did you ever do a reading to see if he was going to do impeachment?
I've looked at it and it was like kind of confusing. And lately, like he's kind of saying like confusing things where he's going both ways, like backing up Trump and then saying no, you can't do that. Like with Ukraine, he's quite upset over Ukraine. I want to know why he's upset over Ukraine and Syria, and nothing else before now has upset him.
Except Moscow Mitch.
Yeah. When they started making connections to him in Moscow.
Yeah, he doesn't. Well, he doesn't like exposure. Most turtles don't, though.
Back in.
Mitch McConnell.
There's something with dishonor and the devil. There's no honor in working with the devil.
Why are you mad now? You mad, bro?
I'm working with the devil and I'm going to lose my seat.
As we say, I'll give you a cake. That way you can be super mad.
Yeah, and you can't butt dial if you don't have a seat. Oh, man, the cards are flying out. Ooh, there's something coming out, getting ready to come out.
Yeah, something to say. Okay, hopefully y'all can see this. I don't want to turn that on because then I have to do too much testing. Oh, wrong way. King of Pentacles. This is where we start. I don't know who that is, but we'll keep going.
Or the oligarchs that he brought into Kentucky.
Yeah, whoever it is, he has a cooperation with them. So he knows them, they know him. The Knight of Pentacles, so he works for them. Whoever it is. So why are you mad now? Because too much exposure. Lack of balance. Because when somebody says something and now you have to be on the hot seat, why you don't trust Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Donald Trump will say something that makes you have to say something else. This is what happens. You now have to play this juggling game.
The devil's advocate.
Hot potato. Oh, I didn't know. Then there's the Four of Swords. So you have to do the spin machine. You have to come out. You have to say one thing. You have this struggle to juggle, and then you have to go behind the scenes. That way, the story dies out. Because you know that Donald Trump's going to tweet something in 20 minutes. It's going to be so stupid that's going to sort of bury your story in the headlines. But the Nine of Wands caused you some anxiety. But Nine of Wands is about that uphill battle. So you have a little too much fighting going because it's right across from the struggle to juggle. But, that's what you get when you play with the devil. Three of Wands is in your fear. Somebody can see your plans. I mean, we already know. So who are you hiding from? Speaking of hiding, there's the Empress in her coffin there. So something new. This is not something we knew until Trump started talking. Three of Swords. So some upsetting news for you. And then the Eight of Pentacles. Again, back to somebody you worked for. This Ukraine thing is some of your doing as well. So that's why
I worked with these people in the Ukraine also, because I'm getting a lot of the same cards. It's like all tied to the oligarch money. His challenges, the discontent of it all because of Trump here at the root of everything. That Trump stirs everything up, and he feels stuck. He's doing the little dance. He's doing the jig, the Two of Pentacles, and it's like everything from that they've put out is coming back to them. Everything is coming back, and that's causing him great burden. It's causing him to be on the defense now, and he knows he's going to be out in the cold. He's trying to block further legal action. He's trying to protect Trump enough that he knows, it's like he knows he'll go down in impeachment. Well, we could look at that, but he's trying to block further legal action against Trump. Yeah, isn't going to work. Isn't going to work. Justice is still coming, but he's trying to block it. Justice for the devil.
Donald Trump is that kid that answers the phone and says, "My mama tells me to tell you that she ain't home." That's what he is.
It is definitely.
She said that she ain't home. Okay.
What else you want me to tell him, Mom?
That's who he is. It's like you were the son of a.
Will Mitch allow a vote, or will he? Will he support impeachment? Where's his head at now?
Because he says it could be over by Christmas.
Yeah, he's like back and forth, back and forth. Where's his head at now? Is he pushing the Republicans to impeach? Well, I could take it real slow because I'm a turtle, but no, I'm gonna speed this baby up.
And as soon as you say that, we get pause for swords, sitting out, Empress, but something new. Seven of Swords. There's something sneaky behind the scenes.
7 of Wands, too.
Got the King of Wands. Last card, 9 of Cups. What does it mean? There's something he wants out of this.
He's got plans. He definitely has plans. That's on the bottom. He's like he's got an agenda. He's trying to do power play over Nancy. He's got secrets. He's got a hidden agenda. His challenge is to remain on top. He wants an end to all of this with Nancy and the investigation and everything, but I feel like, information's coming about Putin and those gifts of money and the government's emotions getting overflowing. I think he's going to surprise everybody and support impeachment because he can't deny, it's a tower moment for him because he can't deny the money. He can't deny the information about the money.
And that's what I got. I did a reading to see, this is a while back, and that's what I think is that he will because of something else. Mm-hmm. But here he has an agenda. There's something for him or for whoever he supports. Because I'm trying to clarify the King of Wands and I get the Queen of Pentacles. So it's like, there's some people that he is trying to
donors. It's like, is it Rebecca Mercer or is it someone else? It's donors.
I don't know. Could be Gloria Estefan for all I know, but he's got somebody that he's not on Trump's side. That I don't get the impression of, but he's also slow walking this for some reason, and I don't know, maybe he needs to hear from somebody else before he gives his vote.
Let's ask this. Will he try a government shutdown to delay it all? Because look at everything that happened last year when we had the government shut down. There was no reason for it because they had a budget that was approved at one point and then didn't vote on it. you going to do a government shutdown? I'm just going to try and pull 3 cards on him.
I got 5 of swords, 5 of cups, 8 of swords. Something dishonorable. Something somebody doesn't like. They're trapped. He's defending. But it all comes down to 2 of wands. There's a plan. So he has his mind made up already.
I've got Putin and Trump, my Putin and Trump, and he's stuck in the middle, and there's treachery going on, and
yeah. I wonder if
going to be an end to a cycle. So is he just going to get it? He might take the moral high ground and move it forward, as opposed to shutting the government down. He might take the moral high ground and move forward with impeachment, be done with it. Because they're running out of time to name other people, to nominate other people for the primaries.
Yeah.
So
and I wonder if Mitch McConnell's decision hinders on Vladimir Putin, because he's got a lot of favors from Russia for the state of Kentucky. And he can be trapped between Putin and Donald Trump, because Donald Trump is who he's supposed to be allegiant or aligned with. But he's getting all his kickbacks from Russia.
So is he taking orders from Putin?
So does Putin want Trump?
There's a question. Yeah, I did a reading the other day that Putin was mad at Trump. So does Putin want Trump out? There we go. One reading always leads to another, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. Well, King of Cups in the middle. Around it is 8 of Wands, communicating. But this is overseas as well. This is not overseas. This is overseas as well, because this is my travel through the air card. There is a magician here. Somebody is pulling the strings. Somebody with more power than they should have over here. There's GOP at the bottom, and this on the top. So I think this may hinge on other factors. I'll say it that way. So yes, I think it does.
Yeah. So I've got my GOP card, and working together on dark money and good news, surprise. But I've got, he knows that the end is coming for Trump. He knows change is coming for the devil. And I feel like he's still in bed with the GOP. He's clinging to them, and it's over laundered money. I've got the thief card on the bottom. So he's definitely tied to the GOP, but it does look to me like he wants Trump out. Like Putin's trying to figure out how to help keep the GOP in power, but ditch the loose cannon.
Because he's got way too much influence. This is what it's saying to me, that he has way too much influence over here than he should. Yeah. And there is a woman, I think she's the one who called the shot in the beginning. This is probably the Mercer, because she says she's not supporting Donald Trump. She was the first one to sort of vocalize that, because she is around the major change and the emissaries. So I think his goose has been cooked, but Donald Trump has got stronger enemies than he has stronger allies. So I think it's inevitable for him to be impeached. This is why nobody sees him winning 2020, because he's not going to be there.
Yeah.
I'll make sure. Donald Trump, presidential election 2020. Ace of Wands, the World, 10 of Pentacles, the Magician, and the Moon. So right now still hinders on the decisions, but there's somebody new for the GOP to look at. Now, I said somebody did that reading or asked me to do a reading on what the signs are around the time that he is going to be out of office, and the GOP, it's a new leader. That's one of the signs that he's on the way out. I don't know who it is, but they're about to emerge.
There's new information that's getting ready to come out. I think you're right that there's going to be a new leader in the GOP. Someone new taking power. Because Trump has burdened them, and there's Putin. Trump's going to be in defense mode. So will he be there in 2020? Nope. I don't think so. All his ties to he's gonna have his own court cases and stuff going on. He won't be there to run.
I got Democrats, Mueller, and secret money. So that's going to be his downfall: is Democrats, Mueller, and secret money.
So, yeah, we always think of Mitch McConnell as the majority leader in the Senate, but the true leader of the Republicans is whoever controls, the whole GOP party. Who is that now? I can't think of the name of the. You got the Freedom Caucus and all that crap, but
it's supposed to be Mitch McConnell, but it's not, because he's not the one they always turn to.
Yeah, there's somebody behind the scenes they're all turning to. Yeah, the Republican server was hacked the same time as the Dem server, but they never released anything on the Republicans. So I'm reading Lippity's comments.
They have the information. They ain't going to release it ever.
Yeah, the Russians aren't going to release that, but it's blackmail material, basically. They can hold it over on them.
So
I'm looking at if McConnell is going to be replaced. I got betrayal on the bottom there.
So I get the Two of Swords. Tried to clarify it. I got the Ace of Wands. So I got the new person here. And then I got GOP and the Magician. So someone of power, new coming in. But the Two of Swords is I don't understand. So let me see.
Yeah, I've got they're moving forward with somebody that has a different perspective.
Yeah. They do. But I don't know who that is.
Hasn't been announced yet. And again, that Queen of Pentacles, like the directions coming from Rebecca Mercer.
So who was a good fundraiser for the GOP in the past? That seems to be where it's leaning. They moved the party forward through their actions. They are a snake in the grass, naturally, but they're good for the party. They are in government, so it's not like a big outsider, and it's not like a Ted Cruz. Even Republicans don't like Ted Cruz, so it's not.
Yeah, but it's not like the Koch brothers or something that's somebody in the government. Yeah, it's an inside man.
Yeah.
Somebody on the inside or woman. Somebody that wields power in the world, though.
Yes. It's like Pictionary. Who is this person? Temperance.
They're going to try to bring healing by clouding the issues.
What two cards did you just get?
The Star and Seven of Cups. They're going to try to.
Seven of Cups and Temperance. So that's my healing card too.
Yeah, healing through
some
clouding the issue.
Yeah.
All the issues that have happened.
There seems to be a little resistance to them by a new batch.
Yeah, it's going to be hard work.
They're not strong enough to stop it, though. He opposes the Fool, and that's where his or her name really gets bigger.
Yeah, he's cast judgment on the Fool. I've got cast judgment. He's stronger. Stronger authority figure.
He is also going to be a person who speaks out about impeachment. So that's going to be a person who speaks about impeachment, because I get the Karma card too, which is judgment in this deck. He speaks about impeachment. He is being paid by someone. He's the inside man. He is being paid by donors in the party. He is secretive. He holds on to information well. Well, it might be Mitt Romney, because they do have some aspirations at some point. This is still unclear. At some point.
He's got that winning at higher, at all costs, but there's a dishonor with it.
There's a disagreement and stuff. Yeah.
He's gonna start talking much more vocally. He's within the government. He's gonna start being much more vocal. Yeah, but he does have secrets. He's got secrets about his money.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a Mitt Romney.
Because he's two-faced, whoever it is, and Mitt Romney he's the captain of two-faced.
Yeah. I think they know, they're not going to be able to get the presidency again. That the only thing they can hope for is to retain the Senate, and Mitt Romney probably is looking at trying to rebuild the Senate.
Yeah.
I don't think they're even going to retain power in the Senate. I think they're going to lose power in the Senate and the House again.
Another GOP guy just resigned yesterday. Greg Waldman in not New York, Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
He said he's confident that the GOP can take the House, because he was a representative. He said he's confident they can take the House, but he's going to look to other horizons. So why are you running away if y'all about to win?
Yeah.
That makes all the sense.
So John Kasich, is he going to run? Let's see what we get on him. Is he going to run?
The CEO, I did a reading on Edward Stack, the CEO of Dick's Sporting Goods, said that he might think about it, running for president.
He's got support. Kasich's got the support and the funding. He could get people to work together for him. He might try to heal the difficult transition with the Republicans. Might try to do something in charge with the Republican Party is what I'm getting. Don't know that he'll necessarily run for president, but I'm getting that he would lose if he ran for president, but he's going to be talking a lot more.
At the Queen of Wands, so there's definitely some actions he's about to take. There is a very slow moving something. Like the chariot could be something quick, but to me, it's about a lot of effort being put into something. So there is like a slow rise to something. And because there's the waiting a card again, this is waiting on your ships to come in. So he's waiting on something, but it has a interesting agenda. Like he's got a plan in motion. So maybe it is just to go out and do a lot more talking, but he's definitely coming out with an action of some sort that Donald Trump is not going to like. The opposite of Donald Trump to me is the Queen of Wands. So if whenever I get it, it's an automatic opponent. So yeah, he's got something. Maybe he's the leader. We'll see. But he's not going to run though.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to work, but I think he's going to work behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be the apprentice, so he's going to work behind the scenes. He is going to try to help bring some authority back after, the devil and the justice. He's going to try and help bring some authority back.
That is something they do need to start trying to work on, though, is how do we rebuild the party post-Trump?
Yeah.
Because they lost their way.
Looks like he'll also talk to him about working across the aisle. That's my working across the aisle card. Newt Gingrich and Mitch McConnell, they're the two main culprits that said quit working across the aisle back in the 80s.
Yeah.
Or early 90s.
When they stood in front of that screen and said stop Obama. It didn't say help America. It said stop Obama.
Stop Obama, yeah. I go back on YouTube every now and then and I watch videos of the Obamas during their White House years, different things to uplift me and remember my grace and dignity as a country.
Yes. I love his old videos. I like when he went walking around buying ice cream and all this. It's like, it was so inspiring just to watch somebody do something that's not corrupt.
He and Michelle, when they would have the kids there, honoring the kids who were teaching how to eat healthy. So they were teaching like even their school how to cook healthier and stuff. And I love watching those videos.
Now, we're going to end on a positive note. And I'm going to do, you pull some tarot and I'll pull the oracle and we'll see something positive that we need to hold on to.
During all this angel guidance.
I need notes because these cards are confusing sometimes. Okay. What do we need to hold on to?
Well, I've got work right on the bottom. So do your job during the day. Don't get distracted. We all have to support ourselves. Do your work. Oh, Spirit, you've got such a sense of humor. Even when we can't see where we're going, try to keep a positive perspective, try to keep a different perspective. We are secure. We're okay. Our Constitution's intact. And final thing I've got, here she is. Swords, the devil, and the dishonorable person. If I pulled the justice card with it, just let our system work.
I get chopped wood. This card means to be grounded in humility. Fork in the road. This card means to stop, consider there's pros and cons list. Consider the consequences of both roads before you go down. Perchance to dream. This card means, I just forgot that fast. To give up for a moment. Now, what all that means is Stay calm. That's what it means. Give up for a moment just means don't worry. I understand that every time the news cycle runs, it runs 24 hours. You can watch the news right now. That it says Donald Trump just did this and a bomb went off here and the children at the border are still in cages and there's fires going on and there's floods going on. There's a hurricane coming and there's actually an asteroid coming towards the earth. Everything is awful. Take the other road. Remember to be grounded. Everything in your life is not by something everybody else does. Sometimes all you really need is to stay calm. And I know it's hard to do in the midst of a 24-hour news cycle, but try.
Sometimes even in a 2-hour news cycle. Just breathe. Just breathe.
Because for this, how long have we been doing this? 1 hour and 40 minutes. The rest of the world didn't matter. Yes, we're doing all this and we're entertaining and so forth and so forth.
Yeah.
For this hour and 40 minutes, the world was not that bad.
Get Ganga's CD and listen to it. Do a little meditation. For me, it's my guitar. I started guitar lessons. When I am practicing my guitar, I can't think about anything else. So for me, that's my escape.
Just stay grounded. Just understand one thing.
Things are moving forward. Things are going to be changing. There are going to be big changes. So just hang on to your seats.
Because just if you really want some inspiration, then get your history book and realize that people in this country, were slaves. They were killed because of the color of their skin. They were hung from trees. You don't look around and see that in the headlines every day. The world changes. It does get better. Trail of Tears was in the past. Holocaust, that was in the past. Things get better. Here we are, we can do psychic readings on the YouTube live. We have the freedom to do so. Things get better. Just stay grounded. And remember, things get better. That's all.
Go out and smell the roses a little bit.
Yes.
If you get really riled up, go work for your local Congress people and help turn more seats blue. We need the seats at state levels to turn blue to stop the gerrymandering, because the gerrymandering, we've lost too many seats at the state levels. We need to get out there and Ganga's in here. Ganga, I was just showing your CD earlier.
That means we need to do another live stream.
Or Ganga, I should say Ganga.
Okay.
Yeah, we figured out how to do a live stream together, Ganga. Yeah, I've been playing my CD nonstop. I love it. Inner Awakenings. So those that need a break from the news,
there you go.
Order that CD from Ganga Tarot. It's wonderful.
Get you a break. Stay grounded, like the card said. That'll do it for you. Yeah, we have to schedule a live stream where we do all three of us to see
how. Three-way. Why don't you try doing a two-way with Ganga to show her how it works in the StreamYard, and then we'll try a three-way together one weekend.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, did you have another reading? Because that's all I had.
That's all I've got.
Okay. Well, we will see y'all. We'll try to do this again soon. I don't know exactly when, but we'll try to do this again soon. Very, very soon. I'll turn the light on next time.
Lighting looks okay. You look all right. It's bright.
Oh, here's what we need to do. Where's your Christmas tree?
Not up yet. Not up yet. I know. I was trying to get it up before Christmas, and then when I got sick and everything, I kind of fell behind on stuff. I got to get it out of the basement. And you should see the stairs. I have to bring it up. This house was built in 1862. So the stairs to the cellar are very tiny, very narrow treads. You have to walk with your foot sideways on the stairs.
Oh, Lord.
The stairs aren't wide enough. And then I have to carry piece by piece the tree up. So when I get to the base of the tree, which is huge, it's like a pain in the butt to get it up.
It is not too early for a Christmas tree, so.
Yeah. I left it up last year till towards the end of January, I think it was. I thought about leaving it up till Easter, but
Yeah,
no, it was definitely January or February. It doesn't come down anytime soon because I enjoy the tree. I love the feeling I get with the tree around.
Well, we're all waiting on it. All right, y'all. We'll see y'all next time.
Bye, everybody.